see so many other living human beings, or human dogs and non-human dogs, so that's probably benefits. I mean, I don't think I can really stream that because it's kind of too dark outside for you to see anything. So I'm not sure if that would really work out that well. Also, last time I actually got quite a few Jeffs and quite a few good spells. Unfortunately though, I just had a Laguna Dream, which means all my junctions are basically garbage now, so I have to probably rework all my junctions, which will take like another hour or so. I know that IRL streams have gotten bigger on Twitch. Do people still do them though, or were they just a gimmick when they were launched? Like, do people still on a regular basis do actual IRL streams? Or are those days gone? Oh, it's called Outdoors now? Interesting. I mean, I also kind of sometimes happen to be found in forests, but I'm afraid I can't stream that either because the connection there is not good, so I cannot actually stream inside forests here in Germany because there's no internet connection there, which is really a shame, because otherwise you'll be able to gaze upon the forestal beauty that I sometimes set foot in. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, how can you do that? I mean, wouldn't you consider the internet connection as a streamer, at least if you're doing it professionally, before you move in someplace? That's probably the biggest issue you would have. I find that quite interesting. I see. right now. I mean, I don't even have any idea of what streamer you're talking about, but it seems like you seem to both be referencing the same person. That's I don't know who that is. Anyway, when you left, I just got the Chocobo Forest side quest done. Well, now I'm on disc 3, and I'm about to go into space. So that's that. Yeah, I mean, I could auto-junction, but that would not take so much time up. I mean, it's more fun to do it like this. You just see what you can do, and just get an idea of these spell effects in this mods. One of the things that was changed is the weight at which your spells give immunity to status effects. Normally you can very easily become immune to death in the original game, but in this mod you need to junction actually a couple of things to get 100% protection from death, which is kind of annoying actually. I guess this should be good for now. Maybe I should teach another GF speed junction, because Selfie doesn't have anything to junction to speed. I mean, normally in the game I think Pandemona, Eden, who else actually has speed junction? Is it Diablos? Oh, it's Cerberus, yeah. Also, does he not learn anything else anymore? Oh, never mind. Normally in the game it's Pandemona, Cerberus, and Eden, but I could also just use an item to teach it to somebody else. I'm just trying to figure out which GF has a few slots left. I guess I'll get to Ultimate Weapon somewhat soon, so you can see what that is like. Hey Grey Fox, how are you? Hey Red Mystic. Also, the elemental defense ×2 is completely useless once you have ×4, so I'm just gonna unlearn that and replace that with speed junction. I mean, I could actually already teach luck junction even, but luck isn't really that helpful at this point, I think, anyway. Yes, I'm already in the middle of disc 3. Maybe like early disc 3, not in the middle of disc 3, but disc 3 nonetheless. This is everything from Chocobo World, yes. I mean, I actually read through the threads from where you can get the mods, and most of these things I have in terms of spells. I mean, some of the things I couldn't normally have yet, but some of the things I had been missing before I used Chocobo World, apparently I should have already gotten just by drawing and fighting some monsters. So I kind of just had to catch up, and I did so by using Chocobo Worlds. But I got a whole lot of other things on top of that. I mean, I didn't so much get stuck, but I had some issues with Cerberus, so I decided to just get some items that allowed me to nullify the damage from Tornado and Quake, and that greatly helped. So anyway, I think it's time to duel and play some more card games. Why don't you want to play cards? No, these rules don't work out. I haven't actually used any of the mod's exclusive card rule, Abandon People. Every region in this mod has an NPC that allows you to reset the card rules. I'm not really sure though what reset even means in this. I don't know if they abolish just everything or if they just reset it to the rules that are added upon and that are added upon the rules that are normally in the region. I have to give that a try. This is 17 minutes into the stream, or rather 17 minutes into the game upon loading it. I think that interaction is added in the mod, so it's not in the original game. Yeah, Luna is the only region in the game to have every rule, which is the worst. I mean, plus and same are already very annoying, but there's actually another rule that is added upon that, on top of that. Which is combo with the wall, like with the you can actually have plus and same now with like the invisible borders of the boards, which are assumed to have all A's, which makes it even easier to be just steamrolled by the computer. Oh, actually I don't go to space yet. I just made up the party, but you actually get control over the Zell party, and you can do the you have to do the Lunatic Pandora stuff first. Do they actually have open in space? I think the really annoying thing is that when you play the Queen of Cards at the Luna crash site on Disc 4, I think she has every rule except for open, which is even worse. How did Sci-Fi even manage to... I mean, in a flashback later in the game you can see that Ultimecia told Cypher to dig up the Lunatic Majora, but how did he manage to do that? I mean, Cypher isn't exactly the game's most efficient or smartest person. Like, how did he even accomplish that? I mean, I'm sure he had the Gabadian army, but the Lunatic Majora was deep in the ocean, like... I mean, I don't really know how easy it is to unearth, like, sunken ships or anything like that. Also, I kinda wanna see what the encounters are here, what they're like. So maybe we can try that and hopefully not die. Last time I fought a Marlboro, it didn't go so well. I mean, Quistis has become this mod's main savior. I mean, if I fight Malboros, then I might, yeah, Berserk might be also useful to not have. Essentially, I need 100% protection though for anything to be useful. And out of all of these status effects, I guess Confuse is probably the most debilitating. Oh, what about sleep actually? That's a good point. I mean, I don't know if in the original game Bad Breath also inflicted you with slow numb, so a countdown until you get petrified. But in this mod it does, which is why you kind of have to junction break. I kind of stopped using Zell actually and switched to Quistis. So I don't know if that still makes me the ultimate duelist. I mean, now that I want to see and fight Malboros, I don't seem able to find any. I think powerful is quite an understatement. She's kind of game-breaking. Apparently because she was kind of weak in the original game, they drastically upped her. I mean, basically they just switched the brokenness of characters. Whereas in the original game it's usually Irvine. It's just Quistis now, I mean... The game is still kind of broken, they just switched which character causes the break. I mean, I haven't even tried to reach her ultimate power potential. I mean, she only has magic plus 20% on right now, she doesn't even have magic plus 10 in addition to that. And I could actually use the item that teaches at GF, magic plus 30%, so she could deal still much more damage. I just haven't really tried that yet. Wait, do I actually have that item? Yes I do. I could give this item to a GF. So... I mean, you could have Pain, which I think is the second best spell for magic next after triple, notwithstanding Ultima. Oh yeah, there's also Meteor, but I think Meteor is even harder to come by than Triple. You know, I have no idea what some of the limit breaks do in the vanilla version. I rarely used Quistis when I played this game before I used this mods. Also, I think return damage isn't really worth it. I mean, it's being advertised as one of the better things in this mod, but I don't know. It hasn't really seemed that useful yet. Can't I actually encounter Malboros here? Because that's basically the only enemy I'm after right now. Is there maybe a better spot? I mean, I've actually seen one before, but that was on the bridge between Fisherman's Horizon and Esther. I see. I mean, whatever rarely means. Any notable challenges in this mod? I mean, Cerberus probably wasn't even that bad in the grand scheme of things. I think the biggest issues have been the Laguna Dreams. The enemies in the Laguna Dreams, the Kentra soldiers, all of them felt very overpowered. Like Laguna Dream 2, but also the last Laguna Dream. By which point I already had very powerful spells. If I hadn't even gotten those, that probably would have been a much bigger issue. Oh look, finally. I'm not really sure though what I should do. Like, what does one even do when one encounters a Marlboro? Are they weak to something? I mean, also normally they have like 100 something thousand HP, at least when I'm at 100. I don't even know what level they are on right now, so I don't know how much HP they have. But probably a lot. Oh, it's almost dead, it seems. Yes, elixirs and mega elixirs are basically remedy and full heal. I never really understood why Quake is part of time-space magic. I mean, I'm not quite sure what it should probably be under, but Quake isn't exactly time-space magic, is it? I mean, unfortunately there is no Earth refine. So I guess there really is no good refine thing they could choose for it. But time-space doesn't really seem like the right thing. I mean, I guess that's a good point. Also, is this car getting stuck on this thing? Wow. Also, this is a great camera angle to drive a car around in. Wonderful. Like, can he get out of the car in such a way that I can enter Esther? Also, I read through the changelog of the mods, and apparently there would have already been one way for me to get a Rosetta Stone, involving a fairly obscure Fisherman's Horizon side quest that I missed. I wonder if the Lunatic Pandora store thing still gives you the, what is it, Rosetta Stone? Does anybody know what kind of accent, if any, Dr. Odin even has in the original Japanese version? I mean, he very clearly is supposed to have a German accent in this version, but I wonder how he speaks in the Japanese version. If there's anything particular about his speech there anyway. I mean, apparently Fujin, the guy who only speaks in single words in this version, is very different than Japanese. Somebody told me that in the Japanese version she only speaks in kanji, which doesn't equate to the way she speaks in this version at all. I mean, in the English version it seems like Fujin has some kind of developmental issue for her to only speak in simple single words. Does he actually have any good cards though? I think the assistant has what? Dr. Odom himself? I don't know. Now this is interesting, it's not even open. They don't use the open rule here. Well, he was asking me if I wanted to mix the rules. Like, he was asking me if I wanted to play with this area's rules in addition to the Luna rules, which I do not want because then we have all kinds of shitty rules like plus and same. So that's the only reason why I did not agree to that. And he plays very, very slowly. How exactly does open help the AI though? I thought open only helps you because the AI gets to see your cards anyway. Isn't that how it works? Are you sure about that? Because I get the feeling that the AI gets to do whatever the AI wants to do anyway. Oh, he plays Ward now. Interesting. I thought the assistant had wards, but never mind then. Oh, the assistant has Phoenix. That's really, like, I'm learning so many new things. Don't you need to actually do the Queen of Cards side quest though? Isn't the Phoenix card created only once you lose a certain card? Or is that... Wait, no, I think you have to lose the Phoenix card to create the Doom Train cards. Something like that. So you will not play the Phoenix card yet, because I have not started the Queen of Cards side quest? Well, that sucks. I mean, I guess in that case I can just move on, because he will not play those cards. That's too bad. And I'm not gonna start the Queen of Cards side quest, because that's just garbage. If you start that, it's just a lot of pointless extra work that you shouldn't really have to do. So never mind that card. You need to lose Doom Train to get Phoenix. But don't you actually need to lose another card to get Doom Train in the first place? For some reason I thought you, I'm pretty sure you also have to lose a card for Doom Train to be created. Oh, that's nice. So it seems you still get the Rosetta Stone. I know about the Elnoil because it's in the original game as well. I actually visited all the shops already last time, so I've already done this. And now you just wait until the timer's right. I mean, in this game at least the time also continues to run if you're in the menu, so why not just marvel at my shitty card collection? It seems like I have every card I should have by this point. This is the missing Pew Pew cards that I can get later. I have all level 6 cards, and apparently level 7 cards were moved to a later point in the game. The only players to play them by this point are Sid and Edea in the orphanage. Normally the CC members can play level 7 cards, but that was removed, which is why I only have these 2 cards. I don't know which GF card I'm missing here. Oh, I could actually see what they refine into as well. Oh, this is actually not bad. I think this is HP plus 30%. I don't have that yet. Oh, it's Chubby Chocobo. I see. Yeah, but I have all the level 6 cards. What I'm missing is level 7 cards. I see. Apparently some of those level 7 cards still refine to some good stuff. But since I got my good stuff in another way, by this point I don't really care too much about refining abilities anymore. There actually is an Ultima weapon card. Omega weapon does not have a card though. Essentially it's the only enemy in the game to not have a card, which is interesting. Oh, that's nice. Some more meteor. Interesting. Isn't there a save point somewhere here normally? I have a feeling I should probably save. Apparently the mod classifies spells into different plot progression points. So and Ultima, Meteor, Flare and Holy are like the last tier. They become available at the latest. So if I hadn't used Choco World, I probably wouldn't have Holy and Flare spells in that quantity yet. I mean, I have won Alexander and Laguna cards before in space, so you know, it's not impossible to win them, it's just very, very annoying. I guess if you play very carefully, by which I mean very, very slowly, then it's not so bad. What exactly were these green deceleration fields supposed to be anyway? Just magic? I haven't actually tried the card rule reset thing yet. I am not sure if it's like, does it abolish every rule there is, or does it just set the region's rules to the one that they normally have by default? Because those would be two very different things. One of which would not help me at all. Hey, big duds. Oh, that would be very nice, actually. Even though that's kind of broken, isn't it? It almost makes it too easy. I'm gonna try that though for space, because space clearly has by far the shittiest of all the rules. I mean, I have enough money, so money is of no concern to me. This is nice. Hey, Wet Mystic. I mean, it's not like you even have to win these cards. I don't really think it's such a huge deal that there is the option to abolish these card rules, because like, you don't have to win the Laguna or the Alexander card in space at all. It's completely optional and doesn't really probably help you that much anyway. I mean, it's nice for completion's sake, but it's in no way required. And it seems she doesn't have a very high tendency to play the cards. Hey CCG Riku. I mean, I think Meltdown is currently my best spell for spirits. What other spells would there be for spirits? I think in the original game, the best spell, if you leave out Ultima, the best spell for spirits would be Reflect, I think. But it doesn't seem to be that good anymore. Oh, Full Life? Yeah, probably Full Life, but Full Life is the best for quite a few spells, for quite a few stats as well, just like Ultima. You can use it for... most people just use it for HP. Yeah, in this mod, Ultima has actually been nerfed for elemental junctions. In the original game, it gives you 1 for 1, like one Ultima spell is 1 defense. But it seems like in this mod it's only 1/2, so if you have 100 Ultima junctions to elemental defense, you'd only end up with 50% on all elements, which is not really what it used to be, so it's not even worth it, I think, anymore to try that. Hey Matty. Shell has also been nerfed. I don't think you can get... maybe you can still do that. Just to barely be able to nullify all the damage. I can't check though yet because I don't have Ultima yet. I am beginning to question if she can even play Laguna at this point. Maybe I have to talk to her first. I think the mod just made... I mean, I think in the original game as well, she doesn't play the Laguna card very often. So maybe the frequency with which she plays it has been even further lowered. But I don't see why you would remove that card from her card inventory. I actually don't know what the odds are, but maybe like 10% per game. Isn't that also what the Zell card odds normally are? 10%? Interesting opening move. Well, there we go. I wonder what it refines to. What it refines into now. Garbage. It refines into garbage. That's good to know. I mean, I guess that's true. It's just that I already have quite a lot of friendships. Also, isn't there like a missable cutscene you can get if you talk to someone? Can they break the damage limit though? I mean, I know that's how they work in the original game as well, but they can only deal up to 9999 damage. So, in the original game it's not that impressive because you can easily deal that much damage in other ways. Oh, so is this the right guy? Is this the guy who can play the Alexander cards? Or is this the wrong guy? There we go, actually. I still have to win that card, though. And it seems like we're playing all very defensively. Never mind. This is, like, none of my cards so far turn into anything really useful. I mean, maybe this card is, like, not too shitty. And Idea probably as well isn't too bad. But outside of these two cards, the rare cards are just a pile of garbage. I mean, 80% more HP is in the original game. In this mod, it's 30%. It was downgraded from 80%. In the original game, it's 20, 40, and 60. 20, 40, and 80. In this mod, it's 10, 20, and 30. So that's the new tiers. I didn't know she could do this. She normally do this in the original game as well, like this funky jumping. Maybe she wants to play cards, that's a good point. How do these monsters even survive on the moon? Like, what do they live on? FF8 is not bound by conventional standards of orientation. That's why the game is upside down. Hey, meditation. I mean, Adel has blue skin. I don't really know if she conforms to conventional standards of biology. She could be a horse for all we know. I mean, how would Laguna know anything about this? I mean, Alone's things don't work the other way around. Like, Squall knows about Laguna, but Laguna doesn't know about Squall from these dream sequences. And the only way he would know is if Alone told him. But Alone seems like a very strange character as well. She probably doesn't talk to Laguna about these things. She's probably too obsessed with I don't know, the latest trends in scarves you can wear around your ankles and those kind of things. That's probably all she's talking about to Laguna. How about you sing and I listen, and afterwards I just rate your performance? I mean, yeah, technically Alone is essentially Squall's stepsister. They grew up in like the same orphanage. Was Alone even in the orphanage though? I am sure it works. Laguna is Squall's dad, yes. Squall's biological parents are Laguna and Rain. Which also is interesting if you think about the meaning of the names. It seemed like someone at Square Enix was into water puns. So Laguna and Rain make Squall. I mean, I wonder if they came up with that when they made the Japanese names, or if they only really made that more common for the English translation. I mean, I assume their names in Japanese are just katakana variations of Laguna, Squall, and Reno and Wayne, but the wordplay is that Squall's parents are Laguna and Wayne, and you know, Wayne pretty much clearly is the word Wayne. Precipitation. Laguna is a name that is very close to the English word lagoon, and Squall's name is also in English words for like a gust of wind with Wayne. I mean, it's not like some kind of chemical formula, like he isn't called potassium chloride and his parents are called potassium and chlorides, but there is still some kind of similarity between these three names. You never noticed that? I mean, I guess it takes someone who doesn't have the kind of same natural grasp to the English language to notice these things more easily. I guess if you grow up with English as your first language, you might not find these names so bizarre or unusual. Because everyone in the English language has weird names, but I mean, you have people whose names are Hope and tuna skillets. Like in other languages, you can't have people named that. I guess that's part of the explanation. Did you know that in the French version, Rinoa's name is changed to Linoa? I don't really know why, but they changed the R to an L. Isn't that also the way her name is supposed to be in the original Japanese version? I think they only, I mean, I guess technically they only changed her name to Rinoa for the English version then. FF9. I mean, maybe now that I've played FF7 and FF8 again, my taste for rigid continuations of number series compels me to try FF9. Who knows? Rinoa Hatsiri. Something like that. But then again, in the Japanese language, the Japanese R sound is somewhere between an L and an R, so names that start with R in Japanese could be either L or R starting names. So I guess it's really close enough. So in this sort of minigame, you have to make sure to center Rinoa in the middle of the screen. And if you don't succeed, you get the option to choose to try it again or to get a game over, which I find interesting. I mean, why didn't just Squall, like, couldn't the game have continued with Rinoa just dying and Squall finding something else to spend his time on, like model train cars or something? Apparently, if you just think hard enough, a giant red spaceship appears before your eyes to get you out of any tricky situation. I mean, I can confirm this is what happens in real life as well. Every time I have a little bit of a hard time, I just think really hard, and then a spaceship appears. And in that spaceship, all your problems magically get solved. I mean, sometimes if you don't think hard enough, the spaceship isn't red but blue. Which is clearly inferior, but it's usually good enough. I have... oh hey. I have all the GFs I could have up to this point.
Long time no speak.
That's true. I wonder if people can hear you, so we might have to get some feedback on that.
Hello chat. Can you hear me? I think they can.
Seems so.
I was gonna ask a favor.
A favor?
If there is a way you can output your stream audio into that way it would be there won't be any lag.
Probably. How would I do this? Let me see.
Voice, maybe change your so it's got input device in our voice and video settings.
You mean on Discord?
On Discord, and it's actually got stereo mix, so
let me
that
see.
might let you. I am Morgan Freeman. I am God. I haven't got a good Morgan Freeman book.
So I found an option there, but I'm not sure if that's that. I couldn't find stereo mix for input device.
I cannot hear any game audio, but I know you're in an area where it stops for us.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell you when there's game audio. There's only like sound effects right now. Soon there should be a background track though. Now there's a now there's a background theme.
Maybe I should just come over to your house and then I can see.
Maybe we should have set that up a bit in advance, because I hear that it takes a little while to go from where you are to where I am. I mean, the only options I have for input device and voice settings are default. Microphone, SPDIF interface, another microphone and line. I don't have a stereo mix option. Which is kind of sad. But also I have to first like get through this part of the game. Who knows if this mod is even doable? I mean, normally these enemies die to instant death. I don't know if that was changed. Yeah, that was changed. That's a lot of damage.
I didn't know that you could break the 9999.
You can only do so with this mod anyway. Normally, you know I can't do that. And I think she can only do so with Flare for some reason.
Also, I can only hear you on stream now, so I don't know what you've done. You may have broken shit.
Let me see. I mean, I changed the input device, but apparently that didn't work to something useful.
I mean, surely there would be a way you could output your audio to Discord.
There should be. I just haven't really looked into that yet. I never really had to do that. Unfortunately, she randomly selects spells, so I should have removed all her other stuff so that she would only cast useful spells.
Are you implying that Renault is useless?
I mean, so far she only has had one good attack, which was Flare. Ever since then she's used garbage spells.
Maybe she was better off dying in space. Maybe you shouldn't have saved her.
I mean, this is not the first time I would have said that, but unfortunately the game will not let you continue if you don't save her. I mean, I could do without Rinoa, but the game doesn't feel the same.
She does have pretty thick plot armor, doesn't she?
Yes. So I think I removed everything else from her that should make her more likely to actually be useful for once. Then again, she can still cast Confuse and Break. I like that. Interesting.
You did all that menuing, and that, what are they called? Perpigators or something? He still didn't fall to the ground.
Yeah, they are called propagators. Propagators. I mean, they're probably magical creatures. They can be suspended in the air for a couple of minutes. Also, if you didn't realize that they were like color-coded, in the original game, if you just kill them often enough, irrespective of the colors, they eventually die. But normally you're supposed to kill them in color pairs. Unfortunately, I couldn't hear a word because I was just having the meteor animation.
Yeah, I heard. I couldn't hear it either.
And hey, Death Wolf, how are you doing? I mean, it seems like these fights are still fairly doable, which also means that
What I did say was, you just killed a whole family of whole species.
I mean, that's life. You kill some alien, some ancient alien bugs, or I don't know, organisms every now and then. Get used to it. So anyway, considering that these things don't just outright kill me, it seems that there will actually be music at some point still today, in the not too distant future. Did you actually practice your musical aptitude anytime off stream, Metallic Guy? I mean, what have you done in those 2 to 3 years that I wasn't streaming?
Hell no.
You haven't joined the choir or something?
probably practice as much as you
So you don't sing along to other streams? Hey Sushi.
I'll occasionally sing music that is playing in mine, so yeah. Sometimes.
I see.
Very badly though.
What kind of music is that normally? Anything like Eyes on Me?
It is a mix of rock, pop, heavy rock, hard rock,
I see.
pop rock, except. Do you think we should have a quick practice?
Practice is for people who need practice. I don't think we are those people.
Whenever I sang my songs on the stage on my own.
So are you by any chance inspired by, I mean, has your music become more inspired after Australia joined the Eurovision Song Contest thing? Is that why you are so into music now? Because you want to go there one day and represent?
No.
Really? I mean, maybe you should try and represent Australia there. So I suppose this thing will use fire gun because it's red. Who exactly is Guy Sebastian? I don't know.
I don't think we should have Guy Sebastian.
I don't know Guy Sebastian.
Shannon Knoll should be the one to sing.
So I suppose she's some kind of Australian singer.
Shannon's a guy. He's a bloke. Remember that TV show? I can't remember the show anymore. What was that? Australian Idol, like American Idol and all that. Shannon Knoll came second, and Guy Sebastian came first in the first.
I see. I have never heard of any of these people.
Have you heard of Jimmy Barnes?
Is he even a singer? He sounds more like some kind of American news anchor.
There was a song a year or two ago called Big Enough, and it had a cowboy in the mountains screaming really loudly. That was Jimmy Barnes.
That sounds marvelous. I mean, it seems like the Eurovision Song Contest isn't so much about music anyway. It's about your stage spectacles and your props. and those kind of things. So I guess like mountain climbing combined with singing is a really good idea. I mean, I don't really know how much of a big deal that is in Australia anyway. I mean, it's kind of silly because Australia is not kind of very much part of Europe, but at least in Germany, for a while people took that Eurovision Song Contest thing very seriously, and normally Germany scores like last place, and newspapers write about that, and they always get very angry because they feel like it's some kind of conspiracy and nobody likes Germany and stuff. So usually they get very upset.
That's not good. Hey, maybe you guys should get David Hasselhoff to sing in the Eurovision Song Contest.
I can see why you're saying that. I don't really think that would be a good idea though. Does anybody like David Hasselhoff? I don't know.
I do.
Great
We
to
actually
see
played
you
his
back.
song. He did a cover of a song. I can't remember the name now. Oh, more than a fit. I can't remember.
I see. Well, thanks, Luke.
It was called "Hooked on a Feeling." David Hasselhoff covered it.
Was that fairly recently? Didn't David Hasselhoff take part in a SpongeBob movie
No idea how recent it was.
in like the 2000s? Also, apparently, David Hasselhoff was at TwitchCon Europe in Berlin last week. I saw pictures of him there. And hey, Rubism, thank you.
Yeah, he was. I unfortunately missed it when they streamed it, but yeah, Hasselhoff was.
I wonder if there was any kind of like, I don't know what exactly David Hasselhoff has to do with Twitch, so it seemed kind of random. I mean,
It's most likely the Twitch Sings app that's now available. It's like a karaoke app thing.
oh, I see. I mean, I think people still believe that Germans are obsessed with David Hasselhoff because he, in the 90s, had like one hit single in Germany. But I think nobody under the age of 80 likes him particularly
Yeah,
much.
that's all you need is just one hit.
I mean, Baywatch is a show from like the 80s, or isn't it? Like, that is ancient. I think most people don't even know Baywatch anymore.
It's definitely the 90s, I believe.
Really? I thought it's older than that. I mean, I can't say I know very much about David Hasselhoff's Drunken Floor Cheeseburger video, but I assume he probably had some kind of addiction issue, like every good Hollywood celebrity does.
I think we all do that at some point. Get plastered and eat a cheeseburger on the ground.
I mean, it's not even that bad to eat a cheeseburger on the ground, I guess. I mean, I guess people just exaggerated what it meant. I mean, if your floor is clean, then there's really no issue with eating from the floor, is there? Maybe he just didn't want to have dirty dishes to clean or something. I mean, who knows?
I reckon with the amount of times Fat Minnesotian, I think his name is, has done that, has gotten drunk, he's probably done it at one point.
I see. I mean, occasionally I like to... I mean, I don't eat from like the actual floor, but you can put like a plate on the floor and then eat from that plate on the floor. I mean, it's a different experience lying on the floor and eating on the floor than having to...
I mean, basically what he was doing, he was laying on his elbow on the ground, eating the cheeseburger from the wrapper.
I see. I mean, it doesn't sound that bad. And was that at like at a fast food chain, or where was that?
And sorry, I keep interrupting you because of the delay.
But you can hear me again via Discord, can't you? I think I changed my my settings so that you should at least be able to hear the my microphone.
I cannot hear you in Discord at all.
Oh, that's bad. I wondered why you seem to be so on and off.
Hey.
Hey, hey.
Yeah, I know. I think you got like a 6.5 second delay on your stream, so it was throwing me off a bit.
So, can you hear me in Discord again now?
Yeah.
Okay. So at least that's working.
I mean, the main reason I suggested that is because you said you didn't want to sing. But if you do sing, I mean, you can be my timing.
Yeah, I mean, I said that like 14 minutes ago, and a lot can change in 14 minutes.
Like a whole species of propagators dying.
Yeah. You can definitely change your mind on whether you want to sing spooky songs over the course of 14 minutes.
Wait, you want me to sing something else while we wait?
I guess so. I mean, I haven't sung this in like 2 to 3 years. Do you even like... Maybe I don't know how to sing anymore. Or maybe I entered like a second puberty and now my voice is all wrong or something. Like, how would we know?
Do you mean male menopause?
I don't know if that really affects your voice. Also, are we not assuming I'm kind of too young for that? Like, I don't really know what my stream's general consensus on my age is, but like, I don't know. I would assume that.
I mean, you did say second menopause, second puberty, which technically is menopause, I think, but only for women, of course.
I guess that's true, but I mean, I guess some people don't really have like a drastic change of their vocal cords in puberty. Maybe that just is a kind of gradual process after puberty for them. Hey Foster, thank you. I mean, hasn't Cordelium started singing as well? I don't know if you, most people in my chat know him, but he also runs FF8, among other things.
Yeah, I do know him, yeah.
Yeah, and I think he started singing. I don't really know what kind of genre he's going for with his renditions.
I do recall him trying to do something similar back when you were streaming.
I see. Middle Ages Piper. I see. I can't say I'm going for Middle Ages Piper. I'm going for something else, I believe. Even though I'm not really sure what you would call that. He plays on a treadmill. I've seen that. Actually, there is a guy on Twitch who streams himself playing FF games while he's on a treadmill. Unfortunately, he's not really that interactive with chat or anything, but I follow him, and it's just kind of interesting to see people playing video games while they are doing exercise.
Have you seen those little bicycle exercise bikes? They've just got pedals on them. They haven't got wheels or anything, but they've just got pedals on them, and it sits on the floor. I've got one of them underneath my desk, so you can kind of pedal while, you know, there's not much resistance in it, so it's kind of, it's hard to pedal sometimes because it's just really fast.
I see.
Yeah, you can buy those.
I haven't seen them yet, no. I mean, before I got into Twitch, I was like, I had like a stationary bike that I would occasionally use while I was playing like old video games, but then I kind of stopped because it got kind of boring. I mean, these days most gyms have like video stuff, and you can like watch the news or whatever while you exercise there, but I guess it's not quite the same as playing a video game.
I assume like iPads and all that can be chucked on top of them, so really you could play games.
I see.
Yeah, can you actually imagine having a bike that powers your computer? That would be that'd be pretty scary if you like if you slipped on the pedal or something and your PC would turn.
Yeah, that's probably would be an issue. I mean, also, would you even be able to generate enough power to power your PC? I don't
I'm sure
really...
you could conjure up something, even if it's like if it's like a computer-based thing, as in like oh, the pedals aren't turning, I'm gonna turn this power off or something.
So what even are the lyrics to this song? Maybe I should like look that up first, because I have not dabbled in that in a while.
Yeah, I've got them.
I think I once wrote my own lyrics on stream at some point. People didn't really like them though.
Just post them in chat. I'm sure that would be fine.
Do you know the lyrics site genius.com? They have like interpretations of lyrics.
Okay, no. I just googled it, and Google is showing me the lyric.
Yeah, I wonder if they have like interpretations of what the lyrics to Eyes on Me mean. Like, maybe there's a hidden meaning that you don't see right away.
Hey, apparently Celine Dion sings "Eyes on Me."
Really?
I don't think it's the same song.
She probably has a song called Eyes on Me that is completely unrelated.
Yeah, it is. So don't get the lyrics for that one. That might throw you off.
I mean, that could be fun to see if Celine's lyrics match up.
And then we sing Faye Wong's version over Celine's.
Yeah, that could be interesting. I actually feel like the Eyes on Me song in the Steam version is like a re-recorded version, because I remember that I had the original FF8 PC version, and in that version, like, the song sounded noticeably worse. Like, her pronunciation of the English words was way off, and I think they had to re-record that. I mean, it sounds like actually like English these days.
I've never noticed that because yeah, I've never had the old PC. Was it MIDI instruments as well?
I don't remember that, but I just remember that, like, the words she sang sounded entirely different to what they're supposed to sound like. I mean, the first line I think is whenever I sang my songs, right? Oh, I never sang my songs, but
Whenever sang my songs.
yeah, like in the original version, at least as far as I can remember, it sounds more like we never said my sauce.
You never sold your souls?
Something
Jesus
like that.
Christ.
I mean, it gives the song a slightly different meaning.
Alright, so I guess I gotta wait for your cue then, because I can see you getting
Yeah.
I forgot how far.
I mean, I can tell you when the music starts.
Yeah, that doesn't help. I mean, all it does, like, but you know, if you're not gonna sing, then yeah, I won't be able to do it.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna
You
give.
just mumble it or something.
Yeah, I mean, I have to give you like some kind of cue, otherwise this whole performance is not gonna work right. So
It looks like a lot of people remember the way you used to sing.
and I had hoped they had forgotten that.
I think the only way to avoid it is to not play Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I could try that. We never sang my songs on the stage.
That stage on my own. Said my words. Wishing they would be heard.
I
saw you smiling at me. Was it real or just my fantasy?
Fantasy.
You have to give me cues.
Tiny little bar
Bar.
for you.
Oh god.
Same old
Same old
songs.
songs. Just once more.
Once more. With you.
You might have to sing the whole thing.
Maybe yes.
Yes.
Maybe no.
Maybe no.
Kind of
I
like it.
kind of liked it your way.
Placed your eyes on
How you placed on me. Oh god.
Ever know
That I had mine on you.
darling, so there you are. On your face.
Would that look like on your face?
As if you never hurt.
As if you're never down.
The one for you.
Who pinches you softly but sure.
Your frown is shown then.
I would know that you are no dreamer.
It's gonna restart very soon, so pay attention.
So let me
Come to you.
close as I want
be.
it to be.
Close enough.
Close enough for me.
To feel your heart.
Beating
Fast.
fast.
As I whisper.
As I
The
whisper
light your peaceful eyes on me.
on me.
Ever know?
Did you ever know that I had mine on you?
Darling, so there
With me, your love if you have enough. Your tears if you're holding back. Or pain if that's what it is. How can I let you know I'm more than the dress and the void? Just reach me out then.
Darling, so there you
are.
With that
look on your face. As if you never hurt.
Shall I
As if
be
you're
the
never
one
the one for you.
But you.
If frown is shown, then I will know that you are not dreaming.
You're no dreamer, no dreamer, no dreamer. I mean, that was a new high in production value for this channel.
You know the problem that I don't remember the verse between the choruses as well. So that probably threw a huge spanner into that performance.
I mean, it's a improvisational rendition, so I think
Interpretive dance type of performance.
yeah, interpretive music, dance, something like that.
I couldn't imagine if you had a webcam for that as well. Very interpretive.
I mean, there is a limit as to how much you can torture yourself.
Well, I think that's it then. Unless you want to see memories of wait, what's that Final Fantasy IX song called? Memories of something.
Memories of Life.
Yeah, that one. You want to sing that now?
Don't you know FF10 songs, which are also much better?
Did
A
you say
Thousand
10-2?
Words? Yeah. Don't you know A Thousand Words?
Oh.
And what is the opening theme called? I mean, there's two songs in FF10, right? There's the first one, What Can I Do For You? This one, and then there's the Thousand Words.
Actually, I've got a better idea. What about Final Fantasy 15?
I still have
The
not played
latest,
that game. Does it have songs
the
though?
latest one.
It has music?
What's that song called? I can't remember it now. Florence and the Machine performed it for Final Fantasy.
Oh really? She does FF Games soundtracks now?
So okay, I'll try and mimic the song for you. Dun 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 dun. When the light. Yeah, that.
I mean, I get an idea of what the song might sound like, but I can't say I've heard it.
Stand by me.
By me.
Oh, won't you stand by me?
I mean, if we keep doing this, I might have to change my stream tags to music. Isn't Stand By Me a fairly easy song to sing? I feel like...
The night has come, and the land is dark, and the moon is the only light we'll see. Does that sound familiar?
Not at all.
Oh, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. Darling, stand by me.
I mean, now it does.
Oh, stand by me.
I mean, I feel like you're just going for the low-hanging fruit. You should try a harder song, like... This is amateurs games, like, if it's not a Björk song, it's not really, it's not a piece of art. Who even...
I think, I was gonna say, I'll think I'll leave you to it.
Okay.
Maybe it'll come back another.
No problem. I mean, who even made that Stand By Me song? Isn't that just the musical equivalent of Rickrolling?
Hang on. Benny King, 1961 was the original there.
I see. I can't say I've heard of that guy. He probably didn't really have any other hit songs apart from that one, or maybe they're just forgotten by now. I mean, he's probably dead anyway, right?
Oh my god. You're butchering him. He passed away in 2015 apparently.
Oh really? I mean, you said the song was from the
Wow.
60s?
Yeah.
So I would have assumed that by now he must have been like dead for many, many years. But
I was born in 1938 and he passed away in 2015.
oh, I see. Well, my condolences then to whomever survived him.
Actually, when did Final Fantasy 15 come out? Oh, it was roughly 2015 too, wasn't it? Maybe that's why they did it in tribute.
I don't know. It must have been, I think, around the time I didn't stream so much anymore. So maybe rather 2016 than 2015. But sounds about right.
Final Fantasy 15 came out in 2016, but they could have recorded the song in 2015 because it was. Haha! Anyway, I'm gonna head off. Enjoy the rest of your Ragnarok mod plate.
Thank you. Have fun too.
And I will as well.
People didn't even realize you were here.
That's fine. Take care.
See you. So in the game you're supposed to go and get Rinoa back now, but you don't really have to do that for like another few hours if you can just do more card games and side quests, which is more important anyway. You know, the interesting thing is that these days anybody can like make highlights out of your videos. So like people can make clips out of your videos. I'm sure that somebody, at least someone, will most certainly make that musical thing into a Twitch clip. So I hope you are prepared for the level of fame that you will undoubtedly attain very soon. I see. Also, I forgot how this works exactly. Well, you can also set it for like your phone alarm to wake up to. Have I burned down any McDonald's with my shoe lately? I can't say I have, unfortunately. Even though I've really tried. Very hard. Oh, I can do that. If you want me to. Even though it's a bit annoying because I don't have encounter none on. I only have encounter half. It's somewhere by this mountain range. I don't actually know any more precisely where it is. I feel it should be somewhere here. You should actually be able to see it on the world map. There is some kind of indication. Maybe it's actually this mountain range. Oh yeah, I think this is it. Oh yeah, this is definitely it. You can definitely see it now. And here we are. I mean, I don't think there's anything useful in here that you can get. You can just basically retrace the location. For funsies. And fun and stuff. I mean, maybe they added something in this mod, but I doubt it. I have never actually seen encounters here. I don't know if these are normal or not. I mean, normally when I play this game, encounter none is mandatory. Maybe I should do another C test, because I am only level 30. I could be at level A. It's kind of interesting how they reused the FF7 death animation for FF8. The enemies just flash red, the way they normally only do in FF7. When you inflict them with instant death in FF8. You can actually leave, can't you leave? Oh yeah. And now we're on the other side of this mountain. I really don't like FF8's camera, it's not very good. No, you actually can't do that, unfortunately, because you cannot go here on disc 2 with just the garden, because there's this crater over there that the camera will not allow you to see. But this thing you cannot actually pass with just the garden, so you can only come back to this place once you have the Ragnarok. I don't think you can go here with the Chocobo either. I mean, if you could already make it to Esta, which is why the garden's not supposed to be able to make this. I mean, you could just do a sequence break and end up in Esta early, which you're not supposed to be doing. You can't do that either because Esta doesn't have any beaches. So I wonder what other things I can do now that I have the Ragnarok. I could get Bahamut and Cactor. Maybe that's actually what I should be doing next. And then of course I could do the entire Deep Sea Research Center and also get Eden and finally get Encounter None. Not get Eden, get Eden. Even though there's not much of a difference, is there? Hey Ness. Hey Beaver. It has been a little while. Anyway, if you're new to this, I am playing through this FF8 rebalance / hardcore mods. And I'm currently in the middle of Disc 3, which is kind of late game. So I think I want to see what Cactor's like in this mod.